Hello, welcome to Crypto News. Today is the 14th of April 2025, and the top news for crypto is as follows. First of all, have a good week, all of you, and today's episode will start with the founder, Mr. Ted Cruz, who introduced a bill named FLARE for the repurposed flared gas for Bitcoin mining. In particular, the bill, named FLARE, proposes the use of natural gas produced during the production of oil for the supply of mobile means of tax advantages. The full bill would allow companies to directly carry the cost of the specific property instead of depreciating it over several years. Basically, we've known since the first episodes of Crypto News that there are companies that use the gas produced during mining, and that energy is used to mine Bitcoin. However, this is the first time we've seen it protected by law. Actually legislated and all. Moving on to our exchanges, we go to Mr. Trump's DeFi, World Liberty Finance, where we learned that he bought SEI worth $775,000, and this seems to be his latest purchase. So from Mr. Trump's DeFi, we move on to Binance, the largest exchange in the crypto market, which is unfortunately facing a scam campaign targeting its community. Recently, messages have been sent to users' mobile phones that mimic those that Binance usually sends, asking recipients to do strange things. So be very careful if you receive a message from Binance that you were not expecting. If it asks for a security code or something unusual, it is most likely a scam, as the messages look very similar to the real ones from Binance. From our exchanges, we now shift our focus to Bitcoin, where a programmer has already come up with a solution for quantum computers. Specifically, there is a proposed solution described in a recent Bitcoin improvement proposal submitted by Chilean technologist Mr. Agustin Cruz. It includes a mandatory transfer of addresses to the so-called quantum-resistant address to ensure long-term protection against future attacks. As you may have already heard, this is just a proposed solution. It may never be implemented. The good news is that the Bitcoin community is already thinking about ways to make Bitcoin more resistant to quantum computers. And it's worth saying at this point that one of the reasons Bitcoin exists and remains such a powerful currency is because it is a living organism. It is constantly being upgraded, which allows it to stay strong in the face of new developments. If Bitcoin were the same as it was in 2010, chances are it might not exist today. Its evolution is essentially the reason it survives. Continuing with Bitcoin, let's turn to a lawyer who believes that the American government knows who Satoshi Nakamoto is. Specifically, on Monday, Mr. James Murphy filed a lawsuit against the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, claiming that the agency knows the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto. And why did he file this lawsuit? The reason is the existence of a law called the Freedom of Information Act, which was established in July 1966. It allows the public to access the archives of U.S. government agencies. So this lawsuit was made to pressure the agency to publicly release these archives, which might reveal who Satoshi Nakamoto is. And for our last currency today, we turn to Mantra, a currency that focuses on real-world assets. Its price, as you can see, has plummeted and is currently down by 86%. If we go to Arthur, we will see that he says absolutely nothing. He simply mentions at one point that many people say he is wrong, etc. Now, going to the same X account in Mantra, the account tells us that what happened is that reckless liquidations were activated. They brought down the price. The team has not affected the price at all. That is, the team did not sell coins, etc. And when they learn more, they will inform us in the future. Other X users claim that the reason for the drop in Mantra's price is essentially that the team sold all of its coins and lost 90% of its supply. They also claim that Mantra had deleted its official Telegram account. And in this message, as in others like it, the creator of Mantra himself responds. He tells us that Mantra has not deleted the Telegram account that it has, and that it is still active. He also says that the team is holding all of the coins at the address you see below and has not sold them. He essentially says that they are not going anywhere. They are here to stay. And in a longer message, he mentions that during the first few hours in Asia, there were forced closures in Mantra positions on centralized exchanges, resulting in huge liquidations. These are essentially what caused the price to plummet so much. He reiterates that the team is not going anywhere, and that they will remain faithful to their vision, etc. So until there is new information, these are the latest updates regarding Mantra as a currency and the drop it experienced. Moving on, we now turn to the crypto market, with Bitcoin staying close to $85,000, as the price makes bold efforts to break our resistance and push beyond it. That wraps up the top news for crypto. Today is the 14th of April 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.